Let's talk about some of the ways you might notice that you're having a water issue in an unfinished basement. One of the easiest ways is to see that you just plain have water on the floor. That water on the floor may come either from cracks in the concrete floor itself or from the edges where the wall and the floor meet. Oftentimes the corners may be the worst culprits. You may also notice that you have just wet walls. Sometimes water will run down them, but sometimes the concrete will just show that it's wet and needs attention. Once that water dries on the wall, you may also notice what we call efflorescence, which is just a fancy way of saying that when water comes through the wall and evaporates, that it leaves behind salt and minerals, and it sort of leaves like a chalky white substance on the wall. Now let's go take a look at some of the signs and symptoms you might find in a finished basement. When you have a finished basement and the floors and walls are covered, it's a little more difficult to tell. Certainly if you walk down the stairs and get a wet sock, you know that you've got a problem. But the other ways you might figure out that you have issues is noticing that your trim is maybe wicking up some water and showing some staining. Smells can be a big thing. If your basement smells musty, you know that you may have some high moisture there. Our design specialists carry tools to know that what the moisture content is in the walls, to be able to measure the humidity in the home. And if these are problems that you're having, we can fix those. In this case, behind me, we've got our clean space vapor barrier. What that does is it catches any water that comes through that wall, water or water vapor, lets that run down to our patented water guard system, which then takes that water to a sump pump system and expels it out of the house.